What's up, y'all? Stay on my end. I'm back with my first Power Book 3 Raising Kanan video in a little while. But I'm going to set it off with this theory because I see this playing a very big role at some point around episode 5 when things really start to get real in season 3. And that is the fact that Raquel is the biggest snitch in Power history. Now, one might ask, how is Raquel the biggest rat in Power history? Well, I want to ask you this question then. How does a young girl who, and we already know at this point, she was an informant for Detective Howard when she was 16. Ask yourself how a young woman, whether she's a gangster or not, okay, where she could start off at 16, being an informant for whatever reason, right? And you fast forward 16 years later, she's the head of a criminal organization over many men. And she started from nothing. In the 90s. How did she get there? Well, if you allow me to go into details of my reasoning, it would lead you to believe that she snitched on Defcon, and then Marvin, and then High Post, and then Ronnie. She's a rat. She's a rat. She's a rat. She's a rat. Now, let's talk about it, okay? So, Raquel's an informant. She was already getting into trouble, okay? She gets caught by Detective Howard. He about to take her in. She probably starts flirting with him. He lets her go. He like, yo, listen, just give me information on Defcon and what's going on in his organization. So she infiltrates the organization, okay? Somehow, some way, they become good friends. They never became lovers because, you know, Defcon apparently likes boys' butts. Hey, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You feel me? You want to be a doodle chaser, that's on you, right? But Defcon likes boys. Defcon is the #1 man in the hood. Detective Howard is talking about him like he's Nicky Barnes or somebody. Raquel could take advantage of the situation. She benefiting financially from being around it. She benefiting from the clout, right? She ends up getting pregnant by Defcon probably before she got him locked up. She realizes he could go to jail. She could claim the baby, right? And she could also get away with telling. And probably right then and there, she had plans to rise up in the organization. But because this is a male-dominated sport, chances are, after all this is happening, once Defcon goes to jail, now you got Marvin. Marvin, who said, I've been in the game since a jit. 12, 13, in the game. Probably like 2 years older than Raquel. He was probably Defcon's second in command. Now, we all know that Uncle Marvin did time. Uncle Marvin also said he was set up. Who was he talking about? I mean, who was he talking to when he had this conversation? Raquel. Raquel said, you was getting high. You was getting high of your own supply. You was so high, you offered a cop work when they pulled up on you. Ooh, okay. But he feels like he was set up. Coincidence? I think not. I think this season, Marvin's going to find out and it's going to tear them apart. It's going to tear them apart. And this is going to further contribute, right, to Kanan's distrust, dissatisfaction of Raquel, okay? So now look, now we go in order, right? Marvin, possibly in jail already. Next in command is High Post, okay? Mind you, Raquel been a full-blown rat. Full-blown rat. Kanan's already alive. Detective Howard has no idea Kanan is his son yet. Defcon already got snitched on and locked up. Marvin probably got snitched on by Raquel and locked up. High Post is next. High Post, from Kanan's word, was a good dude. Nice to him, all that. He ends up getting murdered for snitching. Oh, wait. So you know what? I said that Raquel snitched on Defcon, Marvin, High Post, and Ronnie. No. She didn't snitch on High Post. Her snitching, people in the organization realized that somebody was snitching, and they end up getting the blame put on High Post. High Post gets murdered for snitching. He probably was never snitching. And next after that, right? Next after that, trust me, and by this point, you probably have Raquel. Raquel is already in the streets anyway, doing her thing, learning the game from High Post, learning information, right? After High Post is gone, who's running the block now? Ronnie. Ronnie had the block on Smash before he got locked up. Ronnie had the block on Smash. Somebody snitches on Ronnie. Ronnie goes to jail. Guess who now has the most power in the hood? Raquel. Sharing it though, meaning that Ronnie was a competitor before he went to jail, right? He was a competitor with Raquel, but he was the main guy. Ronnie gets told on, Ronnie goes to jail. Now, pieces of that go to Unique now. Unique and Raquel. Now you got Raquel, who is dealing with trying to take full control over everything Unique has. What did she do in season 1? She gave information about a drop or a pickup for Unique. Did it easily. There's no scenes of her contemplating whether she want to snitch for the first time or not. She effortlessly gives this information to Howard. Howard receives this information. You know what I mean? I don't remember him questioning Raquel at all. Like, yo, you sure you want to do this? You know you'll be known as a rat if this gets out. For that particular situation. It did not happen. That lets you know that Raquel snitched her way to the top. Raquel snitched her way to the top. And this is exactly how it's gonna go bad for Raquel, because now you got Unique, who he gonna be smashing Raquel, but he's going to know at some point Howard is Kanan's father. He's going to be able to put it together that Raquel's involved, people getting snitched on. Nobody is going to look at the woman who's putting the mask on as if she's not a threat. Meanwhile, she's these niggas' biggest threat. All the snitching going on, people dying, people going to jail. Nobody looking at Raquel, who is slowly getting smarter and smarter in the game, more and more strategic. And it's very much possible that for whatever reason, how Ronnie got out, he knows somebody snitched on him, might already think it's Raquel, and he might be home trying to tell his little brother Unique the situation, and Unique might become a tender this season. By the way, he had a whole woman and a kid. Will we see them in season 3? Right? But anyways, he might become a tender, or he might not even believe it. He might not even believe it. This information gets out, Raquel will be forced to retire from the game. She will be forced to relocate, go on the WITSAC or something. She will be forced to leave the game, and then Kanan will have to become that much more of a savage just to shake off that. I believe that as far as Detective Howard and people in the hood realizing that Detective Howard is his dad, I believe that that probably may never come out. Not that many more people are gonna know that. All those people probably gonna die before they get a chance to say anything, right? But the fact that Raquel told, that's gonna come out. Raquel snitched her way to the top. Biggest rat in power history. Peace.